is up, people of the internet? It's Dave, it's Duncan, coming at you from the tropical country of Scotland. Fuck this heat.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. And if you live in Scotland, you make a conscientious decision to live here, not because it's warm.
I'm not built for this.
No, none of us are. And you go to warm countries. I don't go to warm countries, but should be...
It's weird though. It's like a different type of heat. It's weird that you get like different heats in different countries.
It's not that this is that I was talking about this. It's actually not a different heat. It's the same heat. It's that the buildings over here are built to keep heat in and not dispel heat. Like the way buildings are constructed in this country is because it's so cold outside. They're purely designed to like house like a greenhouse all the heat in the world, right? Abroad, they don't use the same materials because they are trying to get rid of heat. So everything's like, yeah, we can not change our windows to double glazing. Why would we do that? We want to get rid of it. Like everything in this country is designed to keep heat in. So when the warm weather hits, we're fucked. Like our roads are made of surface materials which aren't designed to take heat. That's why they're all melting. Our railway lines are not designed to take the heat. That's why they're on fire. So that's it. Purely, all they have to do to solve it is just change the way they do everything in the country, and then we'll be fine. It's not going to cost anything.
Not to worry. It will be pissing rain in no time.
Yes.
Until then,
razors.
We will just be drinking cervezas.
Yep.
And not enjoying this heat.
Cheers. And celebrating Kyle's wife's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kyle's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I might need to take the top off. I'm not going to lie, Duncan. that beard doesn't work. This top might need to come off. It is not weather for black t-shirts.
It isn't, no.
Ooh.
No. It is weather for reaction videos. So
it is always weather for reaction.
Segue.
So there's a reason I picked this, Duncan. The main reason being, I stupidly at like 12 last night.
Like you stupidly knowing that we were going to be doing reaction videos today.
Totally forgot. Got an email, like, must obviously got these scheduled emails that go out. So it was like a few minutes past 12, got an email, new Slipknot track is out, a new album coming out September and all that. I was like, oh, new Slipknot. I was like, okay, get the link, fired it to the guys, fucking let's have a listen. It wasn't until afterwards I was like, shit, we're doing reaction videos tomorrow.
Yeah. Could have done a reaction on the day of release to the new Slipknot song, but Dave couldn't contain himself.
No.
So we have listened to it, and I dare say we will make comment on the next podcast. So we just have to wait
probably
a month.
Yes, you will.
By then, 7 singles will have dropped. We'll have 2/3 of the album, and then we'll be able to judge it accordingly.
True. But do not fret, people on the internet. I have the next best thing to the new Slipknot track.
No.
And that is the new track from Des Moines quintet. We're like, what? Des Moines, you say?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Vended have released another new single ahead of their very first UK and European tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who are they out with? Do we know?
They're supporting someone. European tour. Yes, opening for Slipknot with special guests.
Listen, if you're going to open for a band, that's the band to open for. You're guaranteed sold out tour. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're supporting Slipknot and Ginger in early September. Then they'll serve as the opener on In Flames headlining tour with Fit for an Autopsy and Orbit Culture.
It's a pretty hefty gig there as well.
Is it? Not bad. Support slots there. But the reason, obviously, that I've picked this and they are from Des Moines is because 2 of the members are related. They are the sons of Slipknot's clown and vocalist Corey Taylor.
Who are these young cunts?
Who are they? Who are they, Duncan?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Interestingly enough, doing what instruments are they doing?
The vocalist is Corey Taylor's son.
I
don't know who the other guy, the clown son, I don't know what he does.
He doesn't hit a barrel, no.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Possible. I don't
We'll
know.
listen out for the barrel hits.
We'll check it out. Yeah, they released a debut EP last year and have now released with another new song. It's called Ded To Me. Dead spelt D-E-D.
Yeah, that's how they spell it in their name. So I'm sorry. That sort of thing. My eye twitches when I read stuff like that. I'm like, just put the A in it. Just put the A in it. And score out the E.
Yeah. It's a new metal thing, you know what I mean? It's got to be.
Listen, I'm down with the new metal thing. Backwards keys, I can handle that. Z's instead of S's, I can live with that.
Oh, yeah.
Parks, I don't know. That's too loud. I'm down with all that shit.
The band state, this song is unforgiving and uncompromising.
Yep.
We are back and better than ever. This is a straight fuck you.
Nice. That's all I need. All I need.
Okay. So
it's short.
Let's check it out. Is it?
Yeah, it's not even 4 minutes. So.
Nice. I like it.
Like already.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let's check this one out, Duncan.
Yep.
Vended and Ded To Me. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Some corn guitars there.
I thought, oh yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he's dead.
Does.
Not a bad thing. There we go. Oh, I was expecting to go faster. I half timed it.
Quite new metal. I like it.
It's kind of Slipknot as well. Kind of Iowa.
Alright, here we go.
Nice.
This is Slipknot Rhythms 101.
I love that. Something right to the punchy. I mean, that's a headbanger. Nice. He does sound like he's dead.
Yeah.
I like it though. You know, the only thing I'm not fussy on is the riff. I think the riff is just very, very, very beige, but
Yeah,
the rest is cool.
It's a bit generic, yeah.
But I'm loving the drum work, loving the vocals. Oh, there you go. Hold up. See? And there's the guitars picked up. Nice.
The riff does remind me of something else.
It's a Slipknot riff. I'm sure it does.
Could
I'm
be,
sure
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I'm not saying it's identical, but it hits
Yeah, very
the same
similar.
places. Bringing it in.
Interesting. Um, it's
It's all right. I think that's it. I think it's all right. I think I don't. I'm not like. I'm not going out my way to say like a band like this. Although as soon as I say this, it sounds like I am saying this, but I'm not. I'm kind of diffusing the argument that may be put against me saying something I didn't say. That makes sense. You follow me? There will be some people out there that say that this band are afforded the opportunity and the audience on the back of the platform that their parents have done. But then I would argue that that is literally music. That's all like any famous musician, father or mother, that has a kid. Like one of my favourite bands of all time, Dave, of all time is Dedsy. I love Dedsy. Dedsy is fronted by Cher's son.
Yeah.
In no way. You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like Cher, right?
No. That's what I mean, though. I think that's the problem I've got is like something like Dedsy sounds nothing like you can't.
Like Tadima. You like Tadima, and that just sounded like watered down corn. And he sounded like Jonathan Davis. Come on.
I preferred when he left. I preferred the stuff at the end. Stuff like Cold and Jaded and stuff like that. I liked that kind of era. The first couple of albums were just like very, very corn in all kind of ways, but and it's the same with this. Like it's very hard not to make Slipknot comparisons to this.
I think even if you change the music in the background, his vocal delivery is very like his dad. Yeah. But that's once again, I don't mind that. The one thing I noticed there is he didn't really do any melody, at all, which makes me wonder if the aggressive side, the aggro side of his vocals, sounds like his dad, but maybe can't sing. If you know what I mean?
Maybe.
And maybe. And if
Taylor
that's the
wasn't the greatest singer to begin with either, though. You know what I mean? Like even if you go back to like the first Slipknot album.
But then I think it's because he was trying not to sing on that album. Because you got to remember, he also had been doing Stone Sour before and after. No, that was very singy. Ugh.
Yeah.
So I get the feeling he was trying not to do it, whereas there's none of that in here. Like my issue is not even the vocals and not even the drum work, which is very Slipknot. It's just the guitar work is just not memorable at all. Yeah. It's not really nu metal enough to be nu metal. It's not really Slipknot-y to be Slipknot, and it's not really great to be like the returning that the motif of this kind of nu metal thing in the background came back far too many times. The build-up section is overly long and kept coming back to that, and the payoff after the build-up was never meriting the build-up length.
Yep. Totally
you'd have that and you'd be fine. It kept building up. So I actually think I don't know how old they are, so before people accuse me
pretty young, I think
teenagers, like bands, you do that like we did to say, like when you start off as a band when you're a teenager, you basically sound like the bands. You cover songs from bands you love, and your first couple of songs sound like those bands. The difference is we wouldn't have been out supporting Slipknot on a sold-out arena tour. You know what I mean? That's the difference. But then, if you had been 15, 16, where the songs you were writing when you were 15 and 16, and a massive sign band had said, "Do you want to open stadium tours for me all over the world?" You would have fucking said yes. Yeah. You'd be daft not to. So. I think it's a shame because I know they themselves probably don't want the comparison, but then at the same time, I think they're courting the comparison. So it's kind of the rock and the hard place with them. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think there's anything about them that would merit, at the moment, the profile the band's getting over bands that we've been listening to this year who are light years ahead in their craft and struggling to play club venues because no one will put them on. I think that is the music industry. That is the disparity all the way through, and that will never fucking change. If your parents are in Metallica, doors will be open to you. I think for the style that they've picked, there's nothing really that remarkable about it. That's better than the Clown's 15 side projects. So
that's
100 times better. So
It was all right, but
I didn't mind it.
not very memorable for me.
It reminded me of demos from the late 90s.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's what it reminded me of. Like, you went to gigs, you like picked up bands demos, you went home and you listened to them, and
that was cool.
a better
'90s.
just, yeah. Yeah, well, I know.
It's 2022. Like, is that?
I get a wee nostalgic pang for stuff from the 90s, though.
Well, and so do I, but I think there's bands out there doing it way better than that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to look at like bands that are kind of, you know, giving it that kind of new metal streak, like bands like Tala, I think are. Oh,
Tala are,
you know, taking it up at a notch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or that band from Florida, what's their name again? Their single was great, and it was very Slipknotty. What was their name again? Begins with a T. Trippa, Trachea, Trachosaurus Rex.
Oh yeah, them aye.
I'll find their name after this video. There's a new metal band from Florida,
right?
That we listened to their single recently, and we reacted to it.
Not the parody one though.
No, fucking not them. Florida 2022. We literally did one recently. And I can't.
It's not Tala, no.
It's not Tala's not. Is it Tala? That's a conversation for a different time. I don't think it was Tala.
Anyway, there's no word as to whether or not more material can be expected in the near future. But as I mentioned, they're heading off on tour with Slipknot in September, so maybe not so much until that tour's over, and then obviously they're on tour with In Flames after that. Let us know what you think. Have a listen to the track, stick some comments in below. Happy to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. That is the reaction. Thank you for checking it out. We'll be back with another reaction very soon, but until then, take care. Speak to you soon.
Bye everyone.